Hi and welcome to my video. Today I'm reviewing episode, I believe it's 6 of Arifureta season 2. It might be 7, but I think it's 6. Either way. This video is going to be a short one. I just want to talk about, some main key points that happened in this episode and kind of give my thoughts about it. So, we started the episode with them kind of being teleported. Well, not teleported, but them being shown a scene as to what happened to the boat, why it sunk and everything. And we we are shown, that you can see all the different kinds of races all gathered on the boat. And then eventually the king walks out with like the nun, and I'll explain that later. But he walked out with the nun, and he first starts, you could tell no malice, no anything, like genuine. He's pretty much says thanks to like, all the effort, we can finally have like an era of peace or something. The whole speech, and then after he kind of, he kind of, he was like kind of I guess hiding his hatred, and then eventually his guards pretty much rose up and kind of killed everyone, the merfolk and the beast, everyone on that ship except the king and the nun. And I mean, I kind of knew cause the king was acting kind of fishy these episodes, so I knew something happened involving him and the nun. So kind of moving on to kind of moving on the scene. Um, we get where pretty much when Hajime is talking about like what they just saw, he kind of says if he was holding that much hatred, I don't think like how would they reach peace if he had that much hatred in him for them. So what he thinks happened is that during the year of supposed peace or whatever, something kind of, I guess the god, the evil god, did something to him. Either told him like, oh, you're not supposed to do this. It's supposed to be you're supposed to be this kind of king, and he thinks that the evil god did something to him. That's why he has so much hatred on him. And we kind of move on to the end of the trial where he comes out with Kaori, and on the other side, uh, the rest of the girls, and they eventually, they meet the creator of the labyrinth, and they pretty much get the magic restoration, and that scene kind of ends there. But I also want to talk about the other scene, the last scene, which was when I guess her students were saying, "Oh, she hasn't come down the Divine Mountain for 3 days," and the princess, like many people, are also gone in her guards, and out comes, I guess the captain of for them, the leader, and he says, "Yeah, I've been doing my own investigation on something," and then we also cut to the Divine Mountain, and it's we see that the teacher's been put to sleep kind of and imprisoned, and we can see the nun clearly is the Valkyrie that we saw, and she says that the king thinks you should leave his game board as he's treating the students as pawns. And so and since, she doesn't know what actually happened about, the war of the gods and the liberators, he he thinks it's necessary to pretty much exit out the teacher, and she can come back later in time. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much this episode. My my thoughts. I honestly I enjoyed it. Like I said, nothing much happened this episode, but we did get what did happen in this episode was important dialogue for the story. I'd say. Um, I'm kind of excited for what's to come in these other future episodes. So far, I think the anime series is, doing a good job. I mean, I don't know. I don't read manga. I don't know if the adaptation is correct. You guys can tell me in the comments. But I think it's, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed season one, and right now I am enjoying season two. I am currently, I love it. I'm waiting for it to drop next episode, and how the rest of the story will pan out. But thank you. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks and goodbye.